primal play and how to tap fully in. How to tap fully in to the spiritual realm, or however you see it, into the supreme source. How to tap fully into the all. How to tap fully in so you no longer have this spotty communication with the all, this random communication with the all. It is clear, you know how to tap in, you're in flow with it. You develop a core calmness in your relationship, allowing you to create, my goodness, create very differently than lower ways of being. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to start because I know this is mostly for replay viewers anyway. So I put in my Instagram stories a couple weeks ago asking, what would you guys like to learn from me? And a gentleman asked a question that I've been asked by others in different ways. And the question is how to tap fully in. Before I go any further, I'd like to do an introduction of sorts, because one, this video is going to get uploaded to YouTube and it's going to be placed on a page for folk. It's going to be used, and I think this is helpful because of the death that's currently underway and the rebirth that's currently underway. So over here with me, Witch Naima, I'm creating a world for those of us who are magical, melanin, and are advanced in our spiritual development. What do I mean when I say advanced? I mean, we are no longer reading books looking for life's answers. We are no longer watching spiritual teachers on YouTube. We are no longer doing lots of the things that the New Age people do, that people who are at the beginning of their journey looking for their power, their kinghood, their queenhood themselves. We're no longer engaging in those things, and there's nothing wrong with those things, right? Picasso too was once a beginner, so there's nothing wrong with those things. However, those of us who are keenly aware that we are in this world and not of it, those of us who've had, whether they were fleeting glimpses or you had a full day where you were so connected with the all, where things that you have been dreaming about or wanting for 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, you were rapidly able to have them. Like you were creating quickly, you were connected with the supreme source, and like your real life felt like a dream. Your real life, okay? And you know, that perhaps at that time, you living in such an abundant, prosperous reality it didn't feel like it was realistic for you to make that your everyday reality or just a normal way of being. And so you drop back down into mundane behavior and mundane living. And you recognize that, listen, you can do whatever the hell you want. You can live down in mundane ways. Listen, that's the majority of the planet. You have many friends there, okay? However, your heart, okay, your relationship with your heart, okay, your relationship with your genitals, your relationship with power, your relationship with the unseen, your feelings in your body, the constant pull, that constant compelling, riveting pull to have more, to do more, to be more, just will not quit. And you are like, this shit that I'm seeing out here on YouTube and Instagram, this shit is for the babies. This shit is for the birds. I am a colossal being, and where are the other colossal beings who are playing at higher degrees of power? And who are seriously, not like, when I have a little free time in my day, I'll get to it. Or when I'm in the mood, like really ready to become a walking, talking, electric, primal being, walking planet Earth, at one with the bounty that is here, bringing forth the resources to manifest the vision. Listen, if you don't like the word manifest, replace it, okay? Bring forth that which you are born to bring forth. And where are those people? Who am I? You're ready to explore the hidden realms within yourself, the multi-dimensions within yourself. Fuck all of this. Anyway, that feels like a tangent I could go on. I'll perhaps save that for another time. But that's who I'm here for, okay? And so I can be here today and call you in, those of you who are magical melanin gods and goddesses, those of you who are occultists, those of you who are demonologists, those of you who are alchemists, those of you who are supreme, and you know it, not because you need to feel important, but because your heartbeat says so, because your blood says so, because your genitals says so, and you cannot rest, literally, you cannot sleep well, you cannot exist well here on earth without finding a way to connect with the right people to help you become more of who you actually are. Who you actually are. Okay, so one, that's what I'm here for. Two, I have lived this and walked this path for years, which allows me to be able to sit here and emit the way I emit, and for you to receive me the way you receive me. So, getting to answer the question of how to fully tap in. I love this so much. So first of all, before I go any further, this is virtual. Like, this is virtual. Don't you want to touch me? Don't you want to smell me? Don't you want to smell others like you? Don't you want to sit? I do. Don't you want to sit next to and lean up against? Don't you want to hug? Don't you want to have a dynamic conversation that you've never had with anybody else, or that you only have in your own head with somebody else who you don't have to explain shit to because they're walking that path and they're on that level too? Good. December 17th, which is a Friday, December 17th in Atlanta, this, what's being discussed and what you see me sharing on the internet, you're going to get a chance to get deeper into in Atlanta. Friday, December 17th. The website is naimasingletary.com/primal play. naimasingletary.com/primal play. Okay, that's 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. in Atlanta, Friday, December 17th. Now, how to tap fully in. What does that even mean? So this is how I hear it when someone asks me that question. How do I tap fully in? This is what I hear when someone asks me that. What they're saying is, how do I be so connected with the supreme source that has created everything that we see here, that has created me as a body, a being and a body? How do I connect with that source, the source of all? You might call it the Almighty, you might call it the All, you might call it the universe, whatever the name you give. How do I be at one with that source so cleanly, so purely, without any static and subconscious chatter and what are my mom going to think and what is he going to think and what are people going to... How do I be so connected with that where all of that dissolves? That has no impact. My fears have no impact. How do I be that level of connection? That's what I hear when somebody says, how do I fully tap in? My answer to that is become at one with all the hidden layers that are the all of you. Become one with all of the layers that make up the all of you. So, if you didn't already see it, on Friday, I did a live stream here. You can go to my IG wall and look at it. And if you're seeing this video on YouTube or elsewhere, go to IG at Naima Singletary and you can find it. I have on a gorgeous pink cover and it's this past Saturday. Okay, so in there, in the live stream I did on Saturday, I talked a bit about exploring the unconscious, exploring the taboo, okay, in you, right? Because what's taboo to you could not be to somebody else or vice versa. What's taboo to somebody else cannot be taboo for you. In order for you to be at one with and to tap fully into the all, you got to be able to tap into the all of you. The all of you means all the things that make up you. And typically the stuff that you can tap into, you're already tapping into. It's the stuff that you have repressed that you have a hard time tapping into. The part of you that, that's not okay. That you rejected starting at 5 because your uncle said, little girl, what you doing? The stuff that you pushed down at 12, because when you brought it to your mom, she said, that's the devil. We don't do that in this house. The stuff that you pushed down because you're a god and you were making out with this girl, and when you let it come out, she was like, nigga, what kind of shit is this? And so you push that down. And here's the thing. You do not know what those things are until you make a conscious choice to play in the realm of your own taboo. You cannot read your way into this. Listen, if you want to go do that, go do it. Go wherever you feel led to go. Let it be organic. Flow like that. If what I'm talking about, though, you know to be true in your reality, it's time to make the decision to, in your actual day-to-day experiences, you make the decision that, yes, I'm going to explore all of me. And to do that, there's a container that's required. Otherwise, you feel like you're in the jungle. How do I know? Ask me how I know. Okay? You feel like you're in the jungle, and feel welcome to talk to me in the look at Occult Comics is here. Hey, Occult Comic. Feel welcome to share your comments, your questions, whatnot in the chat, and I'll get to it. When you go out and you're like, I'm just going to go, because you can do that. You can do whatever you want, you guys. Listen, you can do whatever you want. It's your life. You got to look at you in the mirror. You got to lay with you at night. Do whatever you want. What I'm saying is, as you start to explore everything that you have pushed down into your subconscious because somebody somewhere, or many people, or imagery, it comes from so many different sources, told you that the fullness, okay, all those layers, the fullness of who you are is not allowed. You're too much. That's not cool. That's the devil. That's dark. We don't do that in this house. People don't like that. Society doesn't like that. Women don't like that. Men don't like that. All of that you pushed down long ago, that you even forgot exists within you, but is there dormant, that must be brought forth deliberately. Now, this is a lifestyle. This is a lifestyle. This is something that you decide to do. And this is why it's only for those of us who are advanced. Because if you're just, and I'm saying this now to the people who are not as advanced, so you have some understanding around this on your path. When you're like, I've gotten a lot of this over the last 6 months or so. I know I have something. I know I've always had gifts, and, you know, you kind of like in your spare time just want to play around with tarot cards, and you just sort of want to like tickle yourself with spiritual stuff in your free time, or, you know, after the kids, whatever, right? That's a different level of commitment and desire. And typically it's not in the blood. It's not in the DNA. It's not in the heartbeat, see? That's a different way of living, being, and relating to the Supreme Source. Then, those of us who are advanced, right? Who we've just lived a loner ass life for much of our life. Because we refuse to pretend, and maybe we already did pretend and we're done. Pretending to like lie and pretend to be and not see and not know and, you know, lower ourselves energetically to engage with people. And, you know, there's, you know, restless nights and been unable to sleep because this thing begs, literally beats, you know, you get heart palpitations because it's begging to come out through you. You've probably been in different rounds of depression over the last decade. You've probably considered suicide. Listen, how do I know this? How do I know this? Okay. You have, you know, been single, or if you were dating, you were being a fraction of who you are because you knew the people you was dating. They can't see you. They can't handle you. So maybe you was just with them for sex or just for shits and giggles every now and then. So you weren't completely alone. And right, that's a different energy. That's a different blood. That's a different force than somebody over here who just want to play with tarot cards on the weekend when they got some free time. So I want to make a distinction between the two. Men, goddesses, gods. I'm talking to the gods real quick. First of all, this whole live stream is for gods and goddesses. I'm saying real quick, I need to say this to the gods. We hella need you. Hella. Listen. So I see some of us, right, out here on these internets, single. Maybe you've dated women who called you demon, the devil. I've had gods tell me that. I was dating this girl, Christian. She told me my alchemy shit was the devil. Okay, listen, I know what's going on out here to a degree, right? And we need you out. We need you out of the closet now. We need you out of the closet now. I need you in Atlanta, December 17th. The link is in my bio. I need you in Atlanta. I need your dick power. I need your heart. I need your primal warrior killer DNA in the room December 17th in Atlanta. Okay? That's just the beginning. That's just the beginning. I'm looking for us to really start to advise the world. Advise the world. And I mean this in the largest way your mortal mind can understand this. Okay? I need you to receive this in the largest way your mortal mind can understand this. There is nothing and nobody stopping us from doing what we came here to do. Nothing. Nothing. Did any of you, tell me in the chat right now, did any of you guys feel the portal open in 2020 after the murder of George Floyd? Did anybody else feel that portal open? Like any kind of psychic fear that has been in the psyche of magical melanin folk, that shit is like, the veil of that is like, it's zero. And what is bigger than that is your dick power. And I'm not talking about porn dick power. I'm talking about true, raw, almighty sourced dick power. I'm talking about almighty sourced pussy power. Nothing and nobody can stop us now. Nobody. I need the all. I, which Naima, need the all of you, God. I need the all of you, Goddess. We need each other. I need us to get comfortable with touching each other with tenderness and care and deep thoughtfulness. I need us to get comfortable with looking in each other's eyes, listening, being present with one another, hugging each other with rich tenderness. I need us to start clicking at higher and higher levels. Whole selves involved. This is what I need from us now. Right now. So any of this, any vestiges of what you people call fear and doubt and any of that low shit, any of it, I need you to start deliberately tapping into your heart and your dick power, your heart and your pussy power. This is how we're going to win. This is how we're going to win. What do you guys have to say about what I'm saying in the chat? Tell me in the chat. What do you have to say about this? December 17th, I need you in the room. It's 7 to 11. Everything I just talked about, the touching, the being present with, the listening with, activating, that's happening December 17th. It's called Primal Play in Atlanta. I need you there. Listen, if you're in another city, what city are you in? I'm a nomad. I move around. I will come to your city. Can you help me fill up a room in your city? I don't care where you are. Are you in London? I will come to London. Can you help me fill a room in London? Are you in Hawaii? You in Canada? You in Texas? You in Florida? Where are you? We can fill up a room wherever you are. The only thing that can stop us is us. You recognize that? That's the only thing. And listen, don't get comfortable with my presence. I have a very intimate relationship with death. I do death rituals. I do what I do because if this is not being done, I'm very okay with dying. I've already reached the mountaintop. I've touched all the dimensions, and any other dimension I need to touch, I will touch it. So I could not be here in 6 months. It's like we do this and come forth fully, or I have no interest in being here. Where do you sit on the spectrum? Where do you sit on the spectrum? You just like looking at me because I'm attractive and powerful and you like to masturbate. I mean, spiritually masturbate. You know, you watch people and you get tickled. Whoa, I'm powerful. Oh, I love watching her. That's spiritual masturbation. Like, is that the spectrum that you're on? Just tell the truth. Or are you who I described earlier, where you can't sleep at night? You know you're meant to do more. If you don't do it, you're going to fucking kill yourself. You're going to kill somebody. Like, where are you on the spectrum? And I know, what's up? I don't see nobody in the chat, but I see people here. What's up? What? Talk. I'm aware that I've been stunning people for years. Like, people are stunned that I exist. It's like the dream is in front of them. And I'm like, what in the holy fuck is going on here? That's what I mean. People talking about Jesus is coming. Bitch, Jesus could be right in front of your donkey ass and you will find a way to be scared of that. So I'm going to wait. Y'all talk to me in the chat. Okay. Where do you sit on the spectrum? Thoughts, think, thoughts. And I'm just waiting, give folks time to think what their answer is and type it in the chat. I know that takes time. You shadow work in community. You shadow work in your real life. Motherfuckers be shadow working for 5 motherfucking years. You doing shadow work the right way for a month, you become a fucking force within 30 days. All this shadow working for 6, 8, 10 months, a year, you doing it wrong. So, to repeat and in closing, 1, the link is in my bio for Primal Play. December 17th in Atlanta. Get your tickets. It's going to be beautiful. The environment and the experience. You will be changed. That's 1. 2, where are you? Would you like me to come to your city? Would you like to actively engage in the work of calling in more of us and filling up a suite, some kind of attractive, pleasurable event space in your city? Would you like to be a part of that? DM me, okay? No matter where you are in the world, right? If you feel like this needs to be in your city, you want me in your city, DM me. I travel, okay? To answer the question again, just in summary, how to fully tap in to the supreme source, meaning the source that created everything that you see with your eyes, the source that created you in a body, the source that created your digestive system, the source that created your heartbeat, the source that created everything that constitutes every human being that has ever and currently and will walk planet Earth. Okay? How to tap fully into that source of Almighty is that you deliberately and consciously explore the all within you. Remembering that includes your conscious self and your unconscious self, your light self and your dark self, all of you, your sexual self, your heart self, your mental self, all of you, and particularly the part of you that you have buried because your upbringing, somewhere along the line, somebody said, the fullness of who you are is not allowed. And how do we access those parts of you that you disallowed somewhere along your life path, bring them up to the light and have you be whole again so that you are a walking, talking all of a God? There's nothing and nobody stopping you. Is there some granddaddy somewhere saying, what's stopping? Like, what's stopping you from today saying, okay, my decision is I'm going to come to know myself, or I'm coming to Primal Play. I'm going to DM Naima so we can do this in my city or in another city. Like, what's stopping you? That right there that you would give an answer to is the work. You need to be here. You need to be in Atlanta. You need to be in my DM. We got work to do. Listen, and if I'm not having fun, leave me alone. I want us to have fun. I want our pussies wet, dicks hard, hearts activated, willing, ready, excited, electric, like all the shits. That's amazing. That's where we're going. I don't have no interest in this shit if we're not doing that. All the way on, electric, working through everything that's in the way, in a fun way, deliberately asking the questions. And guess what? You doing this with other people who doing the same thing, you can't lose. I'm excited. All right. I'm looking forward to y'all being in my DMs. December 17th in Atlanta, nighttime, 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. We're going to have hors d'oeuvres. It's going to be pretty, all of that. Okay. Lots of love. Thank you so much for being here. And for those of you who engaged, thank you so much. Bye.